Good morning, Deers Ford Lincoln, Auto Amigos on the go.
How's it going, people? How's your day? How's your morning so far?
Yeah, I hope you all had a good weekend.
Did you have a good weekend, Tony?
You know, it was, yesterday with the wind and the snow, it was kind of not much going on. Although you probably watched it, the Selection Sunday where they picked the NCAA men's tournament basketball. Nebraska, the 4 seed, going to Oklahoma City.
You know I didn't watch it.
Playing Troy.
Nope. Not a clue. I don't even know what that is.
I'm thinking you might be a secret fan. And you're just not telling me because...
No, not at all.
Going by my daughters. She's home. Hi, Emily.
That's you, your dad's stalking you.
We went by Fernando's, so he lives close to my daughter.
Right down the street. What did you think about that blizzard yesterday? Would you say that's... Well, it was a blizzard in some parts of it.
Well, we went to church, and it really hadn't... other than windy, wasn't bad. And then we always go to my in-laws for breakfast on Sundays after church, and while we were there, it started snowing by the time we left and went home. It was hard to see on the highway. We live about a mile outside of North Bend, so that was a little hard to see going home. Not a pleasant day. And then this morning on the way in from North Bend to Fremont, still had a lot of ice on the road.
Yeah, it was really icy.
In fact, I had a few times where I thought I was going to lose it, but
Emily Allgood
did see a car go in the ditch.
That's because you were stalking her.
Jonah said, think that's everything.
She didn't appreciate you stalking her, Tony.
She's probably calling to say I miss you.
I doubt it.
You don't think my daughter misses you?
I'm sure she misses you. I don't think that's what she was calling you for.
Could be.
Man, actually, the streets aren't bad.
It's when you get out in the open where it blew across the highway and then it melted on the highway and then it froze, and it's, the old Highway 30 going out to our house, probably had ice about an inch thick or two.
My driveway is pretty bad. It has a lot of ice. And I threw salt out there. Nothing happened.
You didn't do it too early this morning, so you didn't wake up your neighbors, did you?
No. I was going to do it last night, and then I was like, I probably shouldn't do it right now.
I wonder, is this a bike trail or something? That's a pretty wide sidewalk.
Yeah, it is.
Going down Summer Street. Again, my detective skills coming out, and I deduced right away that's got to be more than just a sidewalk because of how wide it is. You didn't make that distinction. You didn't notice it.
Because I already knew what it was. It goes around.
So do you bike on that?
I haven't been here long enough to bike on that. I just moved in December, and I definitely wasn't going to go out biking.
You a warm weather biker?
I'm not much of a biker, but I'll try it this summer, We'll see. excited about higher temperatures this week. Not today, but
Yeah,
later on this week.
it's crazy. You're saying 90 by the end of the week?
Yeah,
potentially?
isn't that nice? Isn't that wonderful, Tony?
Foot slipped off the gas pedal.
Yeah. Tells you about the best driver in Fremont, huh?
Which is a real possibility.
No, not at all.
Hey, just some things coming up. Got to do some business. Coming up March 15th through the 31st years. If you buy 3 tires, you get 1 for $1. Now, that's a great deal.
That's a great deal.
That's a great deal.
Tires are expensive now.
Yes. So anytime you get something like that, take advantage of it. If you've been putting off those tires, it'd be a great time to go do that. And then some other things. If you haven't heard, right now the Fremont Tribune's Best of 2026 is going on. They're taking nominations. Again, if you would go on, click on the automotive, go down and nominate deers for everything you think that's applicable towards us. We'd sure appreciate that also. And then under community, you can go on and click on the best locally owned business. Hopefully you feel like that's Deers Ford. Or you can click on best place to work for a place that employs over 50 employees. And we got some great people that have been there quite a while, so I think maybe they wouldn't admit it, but it's a great place to work, otherwise people don't stay.
That's right.
So if you consider us for those things, can't tell you how much we'd appreciate that. And if you want to write in Best Driver Fremont Tony, that'd be appreciated too. And then I can put a banner in the back of the truck here, so then when we're doing our drive around, I can go, hey Fernando, look in the back seat at my best Fremont driver. Where's yours?
Yeah, don't do that, guys. Hey, I don't think he deserves that title. There's a lot of curve hitting on the
You know,
way
these
too.
people travel with us every day, and I think they probably realize Tony is skilled. Extremely skilled.
Yeah, see, they're seeing the inside of the truck. They don't see the street.
But they
Very
notice,
scary. It's
they
very.
notice how smooth it goes.
That's just because forward suspension is amazing, Tony. It's very smooth. All right, but it's very scary on this side.
Don't call me a butt.
Well, good thing I didn't call you the other thing.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me the language you use. That's not our horn on our truck. It's a train going by.
It'd be cool if it was.
Well, we scare a lot of people.
It'd be fun for parades, you know, just hitting that horn.
You know, that is exciting. We got some parades coming up again, like we do
Yes.
every summer.
Yes, John C. Fremont Days is coming up, and we'll be on that parade. I think. Maybe. Could be a possibility.
It's a Hispanic celebration that we do downtown.
No.
We're driving that parade also. Last year I drove the King and Queen.
Wow.
The
look at that.
royalty, yeah. I think they might have dubbed me Sir Tony.
I don't think they did.
Well, if they're a king and queen, they could knight me.
But they
I
didn't.
might have got knighted.
No, I don't think they did.
You don't know that.
I don't
So
think
maybe you should be calling me Sir Tony.
I won't. I doubt it.
Wouldn't that be cool if one of the Auto Amigos was a knight? Hey, how about those Bergen Catholic Knights won their second state championship
Isn't that cool?
in a row here?
That's twice.
And you know what?
Back to back.
It's hard to do it once.
Yeah.
do it back-to-back is even harder. So congratulations to them. Another cool story, one of our local communities, Howes Dodge, their girls won a state title the week before, and then their boys won one this week.
That's so cool.
So plenty of excitement in that school. Good for them. We're happy for them.
I saw that they were escorted by the fire department up there in Dodge. House, what is it called?
Up in Howes Dodge?
Yes, House Dodge. They were escorted in, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
That's the cool thing about small towns is it's like a huge community celebration. So I'm sure there's a lot of good things, good times going up in Howes and Dodge. And there should be. Those things should be celebrated.
Oh, yeah.
They're not easy to do.
That's an accomplishment for sure.
But, you know, besides our state champions, we're proud of all of our communities that got to participate in the state tournament. North Bend Central Tigers were there, had a great season. You know, the bad part is when you don't win that state title, it never ends the way you want it to, but certainly had a great year they should be proud of.
I think when you're playing and you get, I mean, obviously, if you don't win, that's a letdown, but I mean, just getting that far is pretty exciting.
It's not easy to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Not easy at all. So
yeah.
and if you have some things going on in your community that are great, send us an email or give us a message, shout out to us, and we'll certainly mention. We like to talk about great things that kids accomplish.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what's really exciting?
What is it?
We are getting ready. We are really close to our first podcast.
Yes, we are.
And we even got a name that we agreed
That is
on.
exciting.
That's real exciting, agreeing on a name, because that was not an easy thing.
No, it wasn't.
And we're not going to tell you yet what it is.
Because I can't remember what it is.
You were so excited about it, you can't remember.
Well, that's why we're not telling them, because I can't remember it.
I remember what it is.
Oh, don't tell them yet.
And I'm the old guy.
Don't tell him
I'm
yet,
the one who's
all right.
not supposed to remember stuff. Just making a turn by our friends at the Fremont Power Plant. Shout out, guys.
They're really great people.
Good guys.
Yes.
Keep our community energized.
You know who needs to be energized? On a Monday like this? This guy. I could use some coffee.
You seem pretty energetic this morning.
I am. I'm in a great mood today, Tony. I'm always in a great mood, but, you know, I got to sleep in yesterday because of the storm. So, it was a fantastic day.
You know what makes me feel good when you say you're in a great mood?
What?
I know it's me rubbing off on
No, it's not.
The-
Not even close.
you. You've
But
found that way to be happy every day.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You
But
get to choose your attitude every day.
exactly, you do get to choose. That is one of the things that's great about this life, Tony. You can't change a lot of it, but you can change your attitude.
Yeah, you can choose to be a grumpy Gus, or you can choose to be chipper and happy like Tony
Like me?
and Fernando.
That's right.
Give you a little credit for that.
Oh, thanks.
You know,
I
he
appreciate it.
usually is in a pretty good mood. You guys wouldn't know it because when he's picking on me, it doesn't sound like it. But he is in a pretty good mood all the time.
I try to be positive, Tony. You know?
Well, except when you crush my dreams about being the best driver of Fremont. That's
You're
been a
not-
goal of mine since
You're not getting that title, Tony.
since I first started driving.
Somebody went off the road right there.
As icy as it was,
I'm sure.
Pretty easy to happen.
Hopefully they didn't get into an accident.
you know, and it's real obvious that when you get out in the areas where it's a lot of open ground, that's where it tended to
Oh, look, a basketball.
blow over and ice over. Yep, some kid missing his basketball. Was probably out shooting Probably inspired by the Knights or the Jaguars to get out and shoot some hoops, thinking maybe someday I can win a state title.
That could be a very possible thing, yes. Big possibility on like your driving skills being awarded, but that for sure could be a possibility.
You know, there's probably some young drivers out there inspired by me.
Nah, I doubt it. Highly doubt it. How was your fish fry on Friday?
Had to work the fish fry at.
You didn't have you got to work the fish fry.
Yeah, I got to work the fish fry
There
at
you
St.
go.
Charles on Friday, in North Bend, and I was selling a raffle tickets.
Oh yeah? How'd it go? Did you sell a bunch of them?
Yeah, I did well for the size of the crowd.
Good.
Crowd was decent, not as big as normal. I think with Nebraska playing, and that would be the biggest thing. I think that maybe slowed it a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but
You know, I believe that you're a really good salesman, Tony. So I know you did pretty well.
try and do my best.
That's all you can do, Tony.
Those of you who bought raffle tickets for me Friday night, thank you. Appreciate that.
Carrie. No, I'm sorry, I can't read. Chavatal.
Waddle. That's Waddle, not Shabatal.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Waddle.
That's a very cool name.
Yeah.
You both make my day. Thanks for entertaining. You know, you made my day with that comment, Carrie.
Carrie is just very nice and bubbly. So she's always positive.
That
so.
is the coolest name.
Yeah, when I started teaching at North Bend, Carrie was one of my students.
Oh, really?
Not when I first started teaching, but those, I was reading through the roster of my students taking attendance.
Oh, yeah, and you did the same thing that I did?
Yes.
Okay.
Shabatal.
Yeah.
The kids just looked at me, and that gal didn't really stop.
Nope. That's not a good driver.
What were the other names on there that I struggled with? And they go, well, that was a big one.
Yeah.
Terry Waddle. Terry, kids all just look at me and I go, Shabatal? And they go, Waddle? And I go, no. Chvatal. They go, yeah, that's Waddle. And I go, how do you get Waddle from that? So
That's pretty cool.
was
I'd be interested to know
entertained.
what the story behind that name is.
Oh, Prohaska looks like Prochaska.
Prohaska.
The CH is Prohaska.
You know, I would
Beeladall.
I would definitely be butchering all these names.
This is what the highway looked like this morning.
Oh, that's pretty bad. Like in certain parts or like the whole thing?
Like the whole thing.
Oh,
'cause,
man.
Yeah. These were, the open areas were rare. It was pretty much ice.
You know,
And I fishtailed a couple times, but with my great driving skills, I was able to save it.
I knew you were to say that. But you know, I'm very glad you made it to work okay, Tony.
Thanks, Fernando.
Yeah.
I was excited to make it to work okay, too.
Yeah. It's always a good day when I see Tony in the morning, you know?
Going by the Fremont High Tigers,
Go Tigers.
my alma mater.
I'm a what?
Alma mater, that means that's where you graduated, where you
Oh.
went to school. Former.
I didn't
I know you're
that.
not going to believe this, but class of 1983.
What?
You weren't born, were you?
I wasn't even a twinkle in my dad's eye, Tony. I wasn't even a thought back then.
You know, it's not too late to still win that gift card to Dairy Queen for taking a picture with our billboard. You can take a selfie. You can have somebody take it. Because we have not given away that $10 gift card.
No, we have not.
And it's okay. I know some of you may be leery to be seen with it. How many people have told me it doesn't look like me?
You know, Tanya Hurd says, stay warm, guys. It's chilly today. Yes, it is. It is very cold out today. That's why we're inside the truck. I do not want to be out there walking around.
Heard it's really nice and warm at Schuyler Elementary, though.
Is it?
That's where Tanya would be.
Oh.
Not that she's in elementary school, but she teaches with my wife.
Oh.
Tanya won one of our prizes for our not Valentine's, our daily drive giveaway back when we did that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what she won.
Karen, the billboard is on the, where's the billboard at?
There's one by the old wooden windmill. I don't know what that's called now. Is it Wine and Spirits?
Yes, out by the south entrance
Yeah,
to
on
Fremont.
77.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one is by Valley,
Yep.
coming from
From
Omaha to Fremont.
Yep. If you ever come to Fremont from Omaha, you will see the billboards out by this, what is it, a farm?
No, I think it's a venue where you can rent for different things.
Okay. It's right next to it. So you guys will see it on past Valley, I think.
Well, if you're coming towards Fremont.
Yeah.
But if you do stop to take a selfie, be very safe. Pull
Be safe. Don't do what we did. We
way
stopped.
off the road.
We stopped and we took a picture there, and it wasn't.
We were very safe.
We were very safe.
I pulled off into the grass
Yeah, you did.
because I had my
Because I remember stepping.
Ford
on-
F-150 4x4, which it is. You know what? It's truck month.
Yes, it is.
Some great deals going right now. 0% financing for up to 60 months.
Isn't that a great deal?
It is a great deal.
Makes-
Plus, you can delay your payments for up to 90 days. Just in time for that tax return to come in.
Oh yeah, you know, hit the bank account. That'd be great. Have you done your taxes yet, Tony?
Did them last week.
You know, I need to do that. I only have a few weeks left, so
Yep, not a very fun day.
no, it's not. That's why I'm trying to avoid it, but I know I have to do it.
Well, when you get paid like you do, it's probably disappointing knowing you have to pay in all that cash.
I don't get paid a lot, Tony, but I do have to pay.
Come on.
Especially,
If you're the star of the show, which you tell me you are, you get the big bucks. And the peon that drives the truck with you. It's like driving Miss Daisy. So this is the very, you gotta figure out which one it is. I think it's the white one. The
what?
third one from the park, this one.
Yes.
This is the first house we lived in Fremont when
Oh.
we moved here. We rented it. It was for sale at the time. So I don't remember what year it was exactly, maybe 81, where the tornado came down the airport road. And we were standing here at the park with my dad, my brother, and I watching it come down. And when we saw it, my dad grabs us and tells us to run for the house. So we were running for the house. I never knew my dad was that fast.
You know, that is a very Midwestern thing to do with you guys. Just stand outside and watch the tornado.
Wow, we didn't realize it was that close. But
It's a lot of flags. Look at that.
that was scary.
My dad was working in Council Bluffs a few years ago when a little mini tornado hit down on the lake in Lake Manawa in Council Bluffs. And it didn't do much damage, if I remember correctly. It didn't do any damage at all. It just hit the water and, you know,
Sprayed some water.
yeah. But Yeah, my dad just stood out there and recorded the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
When we were down there, this was before cell phones, so we didn't have any footage.
Long time ago. Yep.
So you weren't around probably for this, but the first start towards cellular, we had a bag phone.
A what?
A bag phone that you put in your car,
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
and then you move it, you know, if you take the truck, you put it in the truck. But, yeah, we thought we were big time with the bag phone.
Weren't those expensive?
No. Well, if it would have been expensive, we wouldn't have had one. 2 teachers.
Oh, you had one when you started teaching?
No, this was, I don't know, maybe we'd been married a couple years. So probably 32 years ago, somewhere in there, 30 to 32 years ago.
The very first phone my dad ever had, the cell phone, was about this big. Couldn't fit in his pocket. I was like, I don't know why you bought that. He still has it somewhere. But no, it wasn't very, what is the word I'm looking for? Practical. It wasn't a very practical thing to have.
Get excited about, I like it during the NCAA basketball tournament. Games start on Thursday. Nebraska plays Thursday at 10:40 in the morning. Or is it 11:40? Might be 11:40.
Wow. That is so exciting, Tony.
It is exciting. I'm not feeling great. I'm thinking by Thursday I might not feel well at all.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I wonder why.
Well, you can always tell when a bug's coming on.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You know, like midweek Wednesday for Fernando.
Listen, I did not call in sick. I took what do they call those things nowadays? A mental health break, Tony.
I'm surprised you don't have a day off every week then.
You know, working with you, Tony, I really need one of those days.
You probably would be gone more if you didn't get to work with me. I'd keep you energized and excited about going to work.
Yep. So excited. So excited. You know what makes me excited to go to work, though? Being able to go around the community and do all these wonderful things. That gets me excited to go to work, Tony.
It is fun to go out to the different businesses, go out to the nonprofit groups, try and help support them,
Yes.
but also help support our local businesses. You know, and I always wonder when, you know, we talk about keeping it local, shop local, stay local, and we believe in that. If we can do business in Fremont, we're going to do business in Fremont. But I hope people remember we're a local business as well. You know, we're a small town dealership.
That's right.
And we count on you to make it in the business. And being able to do things for others is because we're able to keep our doors open and have good business and have great customers that continue to come see us. So.
Deers has been in Fremont for about 80 years now, and has been a locally owned and just local overall company.
The great thing is what Deers Ford continues to give back to the Fremont community. And
all the time.
I'm proud of that. I think that's commendable. I think if any business is doing that, that's commendable. It's not strictly limited to Deers Ford. If you can help others and give back, God bless you.
Yes. Yes, it is.
We're going down Doug Backen Street right now.
You know, they should call it that. Is there a petition we can do to change
Change the name. Maybe you can write it in on Best of Fremont under the best driver.
Oh, then we know that's not
How about
happening.
Doug Backen's Boulevard?
That'd be fun.
The Bees, Backen's
Yeah.
Boulevard. Yeah, you can even shorten it up, Backen's Boulevard.
Dougie Fresh. You got a nice nickname going around, you know, Dougie Fresh. I've heard it a couple times.
One of my classmates at Fremont High School.
Class of '83.
You're welcome, Doug. Yep. I know you were probably thinking, thank you for getting me through high school, for being that solid foundation that I needed. You're welcome.
I doubt it.
Again, you don't know what Doug's thinking. He probably was thinking that.
Oh, no. He's definitely not thinking that. I got you, Doug.
I know it was hard being that shy, tame kid.
Who, Doug?
Not me.
No. Tony, you haven't been shy a day in your life.
Very shy.
Sure.
People who watch the Amigos on the Go probably would say, Tony is very shy. I've noticed that about him.
I think that's the last thing they would say. I sure wouldn't say that.
If you had to list 10 things about somebody, number one would probably be shy.
Yeah, of somebody, not you. Curb.
Yeah, there is curb all the way down, which
No, you ran over the curb.
I did not run over.
Yes,
the
you
curb.
did.
What are you talking about?
It's just flat, but that was a curve.
You know, if you're going to take illicit drugs before you come to work, I'm just kidding. Fernando does.
You know, they're gonna run a drug test now because you said that.
But they're going to hand you a little bottle when
Yeah.
you come in to the dealership.
Which they can. I can do as many drug tests as they want because I don't do that. But
No,
because of you,
He
you
does-
can go now.
I know,
It's
that's why
green,
you're
Tony.
making me laugh. He doesn't do those things, but the point was I was even close
Tony,
to the
I
curb,
saw it.
so you had to be hallucinating.
Tony, you ran over the braille
I
thing.
did not run
yes, you
over
did. I
any.
saw it.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Okay, which brings me to the other point: do not drink and go to work. Yes.
Again, that's something I don't do.
Well, I don't know how you thought I ran over the curb.
Because I saw it, Tony. I'm on this side of the
Okay, if
street.
you can see it, that means my wheels are not on top of it because it was out there.
No,
right?
I saw it
Yeah.
right there in the corner. And I was like, oh, he's
No.
turning too tight. I know he's going to run over it, which you did.
I did not run over the curb.
You're running over this curve right here, too.
No, I'm not.
Oh my gosh, Tony.
See again.
Yeah, see that? That was a curve.
No, that's
we
a
just,
little hole
we
right
just,
there.
no, there's no hole there,
Yes,
Tony.
there is, dude.
We just came down from the curve.
No, we did not. This is getting to where you have to make things up because it doesn't happen. So now you're exaggerating.
If you saw the screen, shake a little bit because
because he was just in a hole on his left tire.
there's no hole. Hold on.
We're connecting. We're gonna connect to the Wi-Fi.
Anyways, there's no hole there. But thank you guys for watching. Again, if you guys can go to the Fremont Tribune and vote for any of the stuff that you guys think would be appropriate for us, that would be great. We would really appreciate that.
And if there is a write-in for Amigos on the Go as best entertainment in Fremont,
See, that
there we go.
I'll back up.
Yeah. And then that's probably right below best
No,
driver.
it's not.
Which,
But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting, and we'll see you tomorrow.
And don't forget, keep your eyes open for the Amigos podcast, which will be starting this week sometime.
Yes.
Have a great day.
Also, again, go take a picture with us. You'll get a gift card.
We want to give that away.
Yes, we're trying to give it away, and nobody just wants to take it. Anyways, thank you guys. We'll see you the next time.